Hi friend, if you feel that you're not organized, that no matter what you do, your brain is so scattered that you cannot get your things together, especially in your business, stay with me because I'm gonna reveal how to be organized as a type B woman, meaning that you're not a perfectionist. You're trying, but you're not. So if this is you, stay with me because I'm going to share why you are that way and what to do to be more organized in a more natural way that works for you. Ciao, by the way, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monica Valero. I'm a brand strategist, storyteller, hypnotherapist, and I help entrepreneurs build a brand, a business that is not just profitable, but that makes an impact. Not long ago, I realized that I didn't hit some of my goals, or it took me longer to do that. And I couldn't understand why, because I was doing the things that other people were doing. It was simpler for them. So I did some research. And if this is you too, I found out that there is nothing wrong with us. It's not laziness. It's not that we don't want it. And that's because my brain, our brain, works differently. Creative people don't like structure. I know that I'm fighting it every day. I know I have to do certain things for my business. I'm even teaching them, but there's the rebellious part of me that doesn't want to because I have so many information, so many creative ideas, so many things in my brain that I want to do, I want to explore, but I want to do it my way. Some brains are built for list, structure, step, boxes, sequences. Other brains are built for creativity, vision, meaning, connections, ideas, movement. So let me ask you a question. Are you someone that sees the vision without seeing the details, but you can feel the colors, feel the feeling of that vision? And if you are like that, most likely you're a visionary, so you can see before it happens. And so it's a little harder for some people to be organized, to see things in blocks. Traditional organizations were never designed for you. So it's not a matter of being disorganized, but the way that we think is not linear. Part of it is because our nervous system is overstimulated. And if you're a mom, you're a business owner, like you get it. We have so many ideas, we have a lot of things going on. Stress, kids, responsibilities, routine, pressure, all these years of holding everything together. So what I've learned being a hypnotherapist is to calm down my nervous system and to tackle one thing at a time. Because when the brain can't feel safe, it cannot organize, goes in that status of freeze. Sometimes it's a part of, our past, of our old memories, of how our nervous system responds to how we feel, whether it's conscious or subconscious. But it's not just that. Perhaps you've done some inner work already. Even if you are a healer and you're really good at that, it's something that we need to do consciously. For me, there are so many out there, is, besides hypnotherapy, those longer things that require maybe somebody else, or maybe you want to work on something, especially if you have subconscious beliefs that you want to work on or a specific thing. But if it's on a daily, I use breathing that we often forget about and meditation. Just 10 minutes to really not think about anything at first, trying to get the thoughts out of my brain, which is almost impossible, but I'm gonna say, thank you for coming. Can you go now? Thank you. And then asking, what's important for me to do today? You just have to find something that works for you. And the thing that I had to work on, and hopefully this helps you, is going from, I'm not a tech person, I don't understand anything about software and tech stuff, to, I can understand it. I can get to this. So a lot of softwares in the past never really clicked with me. Organization and, time management never really spoke to me because it was complicated. And it was another thing that I had to learn. But with Notion, it made everything clearer, everything into blocks, exactly how my brain works. I put the information from my brain into Notion. And that helps me not just with my job, but also my daily life. One of the things that helped me, because I'm a doer, I'm a go-getter, my to-do list is huge, like you gotta see it. So I have learned how to delete what I don't have to do, delegate when I can, or postpone it. And I don't like to postpone things because it makes me feel lazy, but it's not about being lazy, it's about prioritizing what you need to do. What is the bottom line? Do you need to make sales today? Obviously, that's a business, right? Do you need instead to do some admin work? Which one is more important? Is the tax season coming? You have to understand the priority. Reverse engineering these little tasks that will take you to the main goal. But really, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to lower the cortisol level before we get to certain tasks. And I thrive when there is a deadline, when there's a pressure, because it gets me excited. But when you actually regulate your breath and your body, you have double the results. And the other thing that it's really important, we need to talk about identity. The identity of you being a very organized person. When we say I'm not organized or I don't understand tech or whatever, we are putting an identity, a label on ourselves. For years, I can even tell you how many times I said, I'm not good at tech. I'm not a techie person. Is that the truth? Kind of still. But I've made so much progress because I stopped saying that and I started brainwashing myself that I'm pretty okay at tech, that I'm not this genius, but I understand it. I remember when I was doing Meta ads, the first time I was like, I do not want to hear anything. I don't want to know anything. And then I realized how important it was for me to be involved in the process, not just with the messaging, but also with the analytics, with the numbers. Now, am I a genius? No. I still find it a little complicated, and that's the truth. But I came to a point where I understood it. I took classes, I've learned it. And so that made me feel so proud of myself because it's not the way that I am, it's something that I had to learn. My brain took a little longer on those little numbers, on those little data to understand because I'm more of a, feeling person, I'm more of a identity person, connection, branding, messaging, storytelling, rather than data analytics, like I'm less than, warmer than colder, let's say. But having this identity of I can do it, I can understand it, well, let me try. Being open to that was key. So if you feel that you're not organized, if you feel that you're a type B, let's try not to label yourself A or B. Maybe you're a type C, the type of person that gets organized the way that she wants, the type of person that is organized differently, that can get to the things, but in a different way. And if you want to learn how to build a profitable business that has a structure, but it's super simple, not just to understand, but also to apply, I break it all down in the link down below. And I hope this video made you feel less guilty on the things that you're not doing, on the overwhelm that we all feel sometimes. And just know that it can also be your biggest asset and actually a very good quality to have. If you want to learn how to turn your story into income, watch this video over here, right here. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.